Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today, former Emmerdale star Alexander Lincoln on the marathon, new projects, and Jamie return chances. There's always the possibility, if they'll have me, of going back. Former Emmerdale star Alexander Lincoln will be among the runners in the London Marathon this weekend as he raises money for a cause that's close to his heart. The actor, who played bad boy Jamie Tate in the ITV soap, has been busy training in recent months in aid of the youth homelessness charity Centrepoint. It hasn't just been the marathon keeping Alexander busy, as he has written his own feature film, Zavi and the Elder, which also focuses on the issue of homelessness. Digital Spy recently caught up with Alexander for an exclusive chat about the marathon, his recent projects and whether we could ever see Jamie make a shock return to home farm. It was more raising money for charity, to be honest with you. I've always run, although I hadn't for a few years before starting the training for this. But it was definitely the issue of homelessness in general which made me want to do it, because I hoped to raise some money and awareness. Running seemed to be the thing that made the most sense as a way to do that. There are so many facets to homelessness which can be dissected, but on the ground, ultimately it's on the rise, youth homelessness especially. It's not just in London, it's across the nation, and it's something that really needs to be tackled. We also need to raise awareness of what homelessness actually is. There's this headline aspect to homelessness just being rough sleeping, but that's just the tip of the iceberg, and there's so much more. There's the hidden homeless, where people are affected but not included in official statistics. There are rising numbers of people using temporary accommodation and people sofa surfing. So these numbers that you see on the ground aren't always exactly accurate. It's far, far more. It's very hard to get an exact reading of how many people are affected. It's commendable that so many policymakers and politicians are looking to fix and solve rough sleeping, which is absolutely necessary, but it's a much wider issue. A bit of everything, to be honest. Governmentally, there's been a lack of new social houses being built. There's also this idea of temporary accommodation, which is brilliant and absolutely necessary, but a lot of these places aren't exactly brilliant, and it's also a quick fix to a wider problem. Ultimately, it's a huge cost. But whilst it would be more expensive in the interim to build more social housing and put more funding in the long term it would stop it being so expensive. If we tackled problems like that, it'd be one way to help to solve the issue. My knee has essentially fallen off. Laughs. Honestly, up until a couple of weeks ago I was absolutely loving it. I was doing fairly long runs and it was really great. Then I did a half marathon, which I was late for and didn't stretch. That was stupid, but I woke up late. I did that on a Friday, and on the Saturday I felt great, I felt like Superman. Then I decided on the Sunday to do another half marathon, and by kilometer 21 I was like, oh God. It was absolutely horrible. Since then, my knee has been playing up and aching a little bit. It's fine now, so I'm pretty confident for the marathon. I've just been doing loads of boring squat training and ligament training to try and make sure that it's going to be alright for the race day.